A typical project for us is to get a flag in varying conditions, from very poor to very good. In our first documentation, we take and study the flag, we identify all the materials, and then we compare this to the reported history. If somebody tells us this is a Confederate First National flag that was carried at Gettysburg, well, all the materials should be of the Civil War period. If it was carried at Gettysburg, it should have some signs of use and having been carried in an engagement, and all of the material evidence we find on the flag should agree with the reported history. This then helps us, again, with designing our treatment for it, because we don't want to destroy the historical integrity of the flag. A lot of people think that when we, quote, treat a flag, we restore it and fill in the holes and repair all the holes. Well, this is why the documentation is done, because in that early study of the flag, we will try to determine what caused the holes. Is it damage from use? Or is it damage from a mouse from being in a closet? Or is it moth damage in the case of a wool flag? If you take and you fill in all the holes that are caused by use, and if it's good, honest battle damage, then you just make it look like a new flag and you destroy all the history of the flag. When we receive a flag, probably the first thing we're concerned about is what materials is it made out of, because wool and silk are protein materials and they chemically behave a lot different than cotton or linen. The other time that science plays a very important role is when they come in with previous treatments of things like adhesives that you have to try to remove. And in most cases, sometimes you can remove them mechanically, but most often it's going to involve some kind of chemical intervention to remove them. And this is where the challenges really lie. The artistic part of the conservation comes in sometimes when you're stabilizing the flag, if they are severely fragmented and we have to put them between layers of sheer fabric, we have to decide what color, how much is too much, how much do we really want to intervene aesthetically as well as stabilizing it. Then when you get to framing, this is where your artistic judgment is very valuable. How much board do you use? What kind of frame? How much color underlay are you going to put? So how are you going to position it? So it calls for a good eye and a lot of artistic judgment.